Dear donkey sisters and brothers and those who want to join the family, time for a new adventure. Altin Donkey jumped from 10 million village Tianjin to 9 million village Seoul, South Korea, and warmly welcomes you from Guest House the Hill. Name is Program. Anyway, first of all, Altin Donkey would like to give credit to Asiana Airlines. The flight was extremely bumpy, and the captain started one or another exciting maneuver, but the crew was excellent. During a flight of 1.5 hours, while they mostly had to sit down because of turbulences, they served a warm meal and 3 times drinks for Altin Donkey. Also, crossing the border went totally smooth. Altin Donkey is only a little disappointed because he hoped for another stamp in his passport. Instead, he got a QR code, and that even on the wrong page. Anyway, that being said, the first impression of Seoul, it's like a modern New York. And the metro worked very well. Was only a little bit the opposite of China. In China there is barely cash existing and everyone is paying in WeChat Pay or something like that, while in Seoul the ticket for the subway had to be bought in cash. Altin Donkey is owning 200,000 won now, which is more or less 140 euro, and Altin Donkey will see what's that worth. Now it's time to take a shower after going up the steep hill, which is giving the name to the guest house, and then we will have some time in Seoul together. Follow me, dear donkey brothers and sisters, and those who want to join the family.
I am Altin the donkey, Altin the donkey, Altin the donkey. I am Altin the donkey, Altin the donkey, Altin the donkey. Leo Altin Tangnawi, Altin Tangnawi, Altin Tangnawi. Leo Altin Tangnawi, Altin Tangnawi.
In the background, dear donkey brothers and sisters and those who want to join the family, the TV Tower of Seoul. In the foreground, 2 Koreans taking a photo shooting and some small alleys leading to Altin Donkey's accommodation. First question of today is, what is the Korean meaning of Seoul? And while you're thinking about that, Altin Donkey would like to share his first impressions of the host, who is extremely hospitable and who gave him the very first Korean experience, which means that we take off our shoes in the 2nd floor. In the ground floor, wearing shoes is totally fine, but touching the stairs with shoes is forbidden for cultural reason. From behind the camera, enjoying his star-fried chicken, Altin Donkey would like to deliver some impressions from Myeongdong Walking Street. This street seems to be like a commercial center and is starting in Seoul Plaza, which is the next stop on our route. Besides that, from the Seoul Plaza it's used also for demonstrations, and along the street we have shops, we have massage, we have KTV, we have food, we have drinks, and we have everything that makes Korean people happy. And also, you can see that, 2 theaters for lovers of Korean TV and Korean movies. And the question would be, also Korean movie industry has a name which is coming after Hollywood. Spoiler alarm, it's not Sollywood, but what is the name called? Furthermore, Altin Donkey would like to add that Pope Franciscus was giving a mass, or holding a mass here in Saint Maria Church, because besides the Philippines, or aside from the Philippines, South Korea is also a Christian country. Korea means tradition, means modern arts, and this building is the perfect example. The 2012 erected City Hall of Korea. Architect is the so-called Joe Kal, probably the Korean version of the Joker. The building is erected close to Seoul Plaza, which is full of grass now. Thanks God, because actually the city is full of traffic and big buildings, so some green is very much appreciated. And the architectural forms should remind of past citizens and future. Altin Donkey will make his way now to the Seoul Plaza and then invite you to one of the 4 palaces of Seoul. And no, we're not in Palestine. As promised, Altin Donkey is coming from modern and changing to traditional premises, in this case the Palace of Virtue and Long Life. Actually, this place has been erected for Prince Wolsan, who has been not considered for becoming the next in the order of thrones for 2 times actually. But then in 1592 Japanese people came to destroy the palace completely. In 1897 Emperor Gojong came back and added lots of new buildings and lots of new parks. But unfortunately Japanese people came back and started rebuilding. 1919, after World War I, only 1/3 of everything that Mr. Gojong erected was left. Today we can see the big Han Gate, Cherry Tree Alley, the Hall of Complete Peace, the Hall of Indirect Harmony, the Old Royal Hall, and an altar. Let's see if we can go through the gate now and see all these kind of things. Dear Donkey brothers and sisters and those who want to join the family. This only minor impressive building is called Bosingak. It's close to Yonggak subway station, named after Yongno, patron saint of this quarter. Erected in 1396, has been destroyed several times, so we could think Bosingak has renewed its bells several times. The youngest bell has been created in 1468 and it's only 19.6 tons heavy. Probably its tune is double E. The original bells can be are impressively stored in the National Museum of South Korea, and the copies are ringing on national holidays and on New Year's Eve. In between the lights and some music, Altin Donkey will start now exploring Dongdaeum Market, and this is one of the biggest markets actually in Asia, but the biggest one in Korea and Seoul. And speaking of, Seoul has 9.7 million inhabitants, and that makes it as rich in population as which Northern European country? This is the question that we are currently thinking about. And Altin Donkey will get inside now and see if he's able to grab some dinner and some very nice impressions from this night market. Dear Donkey brothers and sisters and those who want to join the family, follow me. For some unknown reason, dear Donkey sisters and brothers and those who want to join the family, it seems the market has moved somewhere. At least Altin Donkey was not very much impressed, as there was almost nothing happening when he entered the stage. Anyway, he would like to answer the questions of today now. The first one was, what's the Korean meaning of Seoul? The correct answer is capital. Second question was, what is the nickname for Korean film industry? And this is Hollywood. Last but not least, Altin Donkey wanted to know, Seoul has 9.7 million inhabitants, and which Northern European country has a similar population, and that is Sweden. As you can hear, Altin Donkey's voice is suffering a little bit. That's why we are continuing now with some picture impressions. Today Altin Donkey is walking a little bit on heaven's path, following some religion. This here is Yongmyo Shrine, a Confucian shrine, not to mix with confusion. So that guy behind us here is not Buddha, anyway he's much too slim, it's Confucius. The shrine is obviously, apparently, whatever, only visitable with another guide than Altin Donkey. But Altin Donkey will find out for you. This shrine is the place where the Yi dynasty, the longest dynasty of Korean emperors and kings, is keeping their ancestors' gravestone, more or less, maybe. So for every person there's a stone to mark his existence, and there's a main shrine keeping the stones for those who are having a direct successor. And there's a side shrine for all those family members who don't have son or daughter following the Yi dynasty line. Altin Donkey would like to know how many stones we can find there in this shrine. This is the first question of the day. And at the same time, we can note that the shrine has been destroyed by Japanese invasion in 16th century. This is a running gag for almost everything that we can see, but has been rebuilt. And there is a kind of ancestral ceremony every year held for end of May, I think. So let's see if we can find something nice in there. From behind the camera, Altin Donkey is bringing his focus back to royal business from Changdeok-gung, Eastern Palace or Palace of High Virtue. This one has been erected in 1405 and was actually only a site base, but not less than 13 Yi emperors, empresses, kings and so on and so forth were living here because they preferred the playful and green grounds over the strictly organized Northern Palace. Running gag: it has been destroyed by Japanese invaders end of 16th century and directly re-erected. Only in end of 19th century, the Yi dynasty was moving back to Northern Palace to take their residence again in the actual palace that was supposed to be. The gate that we were just marching through is the gate of mighty transformation. Minerva McGonagall would be proud of us. And only in 1989, the Yi dynasty lost the right to be citizen here and to live here. Let's see if we can gain some further impressions on the way. Continuing on our religious trip, please let me introduce this young gentleman under the fig tree, finding eternal wisdom and enlightening, or something like that. We are here in front of Yogye Temple, which is the only Buddhistic temple in the center of Seoul. It actually has been moved from a northern province in 1910. They can really move houses here. Anyway, since this is the house of Yogye cult, which is a subcult of Zen Buddhism. Maybe we can even see Tom Cruise here, speaking of cults. Let's see what we can find inside. During an unexpected heatwave, Altin Donkey sends warmer guards from Namdaeum Market, which is the market at the south gate of Seoul. Actually, he was expecting that there is basically nothing, because he figured out that yesterday Korean Thanksgiving started and every Seoul inhabitant is moving to rural areas to visit parents or spend time with family. Anyway, Altin Donkey will have a look here. Maybe he can find some cheap shots or anything else that looks cute. Follow me, dear donkey brothers and sisters, and those who want to join the family. Similar to Elbe River in Hamburg, Seoul also has its own river, which is Han River, closely related to the founding of the city. And we're just crossing it in the direction of in the direction of Gangnam Quarter. And before we are reaching there, we will just have a short rest break in a park with a very nice fountain and enjoy the view a little bit, and also enjoy this view here, this scenic skyline. And while we are enjoying a relaxed moment, Altin Donkey wants to know, speaking of Gangnam and Gangnam Style, who was the singer of that song? To close this day, Altin Donkey, proud martial arts fan, proudly presents Cookie One, the world headquarter of Taekwondo. And he wants to know, in martial arts, for example in karate, there are different forms of movement that can be even shown as a choreography, and in karate their name is kata. Altin Donkey would like to know what's the name of these forms in Taekwondo, and he can add that he could perform number 1 to 6 from 20 of these, and now he will perform one of them and get a cold drink without alcohol and enjoys the view. In order to close the short chapter of South Korea, Altin Donkey would like to go through the questions of today, which firstly was how many stones for the ancestors we could have seen in Jongmo Shrine if they would have been open to public. The answer is 49. Second question has been, who was the singer of Gangnam Style? And the correct answer, of course, is Psy. Last but really not least, in the mountains of Gangnam, Altin Donkey wanted to know what is the Korean name for the choreographical forms similar to kata in karate, and the answer is Yong. With respect to this, Altin Donkey would like to close the chapter now and wishes us and you and me and all of us again a very pleasant flight back, and we see, taste, smell and hug each other in Germany, dear donkey sisters and brothers and those who want to join the family.